Hello, this is Andreas, Andreas Plays. Remember to subscribe, hit that like button if you're going to watch it, this video. Go to the end, see if I can entertain you for a little while. We'll resume. This is career mode, and I have actually played. If I can just show you, I don't know, I don't want to break this, because it took a while just to load it. And some posters. The cupboard that is not accessible yet. You must be level 6 for the PC storage cupboard. All it does is hold cases in the free mode anyway. You must be level 8 to build the third workstation. You must build the second workstation for 1,500. Well, I think I'd rather spend that money on PCs. You should be able to build a PC up and then sell the PC for, you know, any set price you want. Put it on the auctions, which obviously looks like eBay's site, PC Bay. As you can see, I've already purchased some of these things. I haven't purchased system info. Will it run is installed. Part ranking I haven't got, which is going to cost me $600. PC Bay at this point is going to cost me $800. I have actually got this. I went a little bit further than this. I think out of all the tools, why would you want to buy Auto Connect for 1,000? You know, the money's quite hard to come by. There's limited jobs. You know, they won't let you. Some of these jobs only save you a little bit of time, like the auto screw, faster installation, and the auto standoff tool. I suppose it just screws everything in at once. I haven't got to that yet, but auto cable tool will just probably auto put all the cables in for the power pack, and you know, everything else, just connects it all up. System info might be good. I've got the Will It Run, which was the best one to get, but the next one I really want to look at is this part ranking. I would like to get that rather than having to go back to my other you know, my other one, just to see what is the next upgrade. So that could be potentially the best one to do, because, like, for instance, jobs like this which I have on, Nicholas in the email said objectives: upgrade the CPU, upgrade to 8 GB of RAM, and run 3D. Do that. And I remember I actually got further than this. I did replace, for instance, the CPU, but it wasn't good enough for him. It just wouldn't accept it, the next CPU up. Again with this one, that was a similar sort of thing. And here, this guy, I took this job on, and you can't then, once you've actually accepted the job, you can't take it off. But $90 is not enough, because he wants a game. He wants to be able to play a game called Sailaway, and it requires a larger card. Let's see what I've already put it on here. Will this run Sailaway? This is his PC, by the way. Of course it is. Recommended spec is that. I just had finished installing his i3, but I had to just buy that. Sorry, no, it's NVIDIA GeForce GTX 980. But the card that I took out of his PC, the motherboard, sorry, the CPU. No, that was a broken one. Of course, I'll sell that. The graphics card, sorry. I must have already sold his, because it was working. It was a Radeon that he had in. Doesn't matter. Anyway, we want to just finish this job up. PC parts, put his case cover on. Oh, we've still got to upgrade the CPU. So at this point I remember thinking it would have been nice to have known what would be the next card up. And I believe in the shop I've got one item in the cart, which is this PCB. But I discovered when you go on this that the prices are only $4, $6, $8, $10 less than the normal prices. So that's a waste of $800. And luckily I've been able to return to an earlier save, and that's where you see me coming at now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that off there. I am going to go for a tool though, but I'm going to go for this tool. I've already got the Will It Run. You need that to be able to do the Nicholas job. Okay, it says this job when you actually accept it, this one who says can it play Sailaway. Spoiler alert, of course. But my advice to you is not to buy. Oh well, you've got to buy Will It Run at that point, and I can't remember how much it was. But back in the shop, rather than buy PCB to get parts cheaper, there's nothing in it really. Part ranking, I mean, because you're only saving $4, $8, $10, you know. And if you're going to be ordering parts at the $30 for next day delivery, it's a waste of time. So I'm going to spend less money. I'm going to spend $600 instead of $800. And it doesn't cost you any postage because you can buy that now. Then you can go to your install. Let me just part ranking. You could even install this on his computer and we'll restart the PC. And whilst it's restarting, ooh, that didn't sound good, did it? We'll go and discover what his card is, because I don't actually have on my tools. Oh, it is in. Well, you don't need. The thing I was going to think of was putting in the display your particular setup, you know, your system info. However, you don't need that because you've got this Will It Run Sailaway. I've actually installed an i3. What's the problem then? It will run that. According to this, it says upgrade the CPU. Install 8 gigs. I've just come back. This has been a previous save. I've already have 2 saves higher than this. Oh, 4 gigabytes. And you have 4. You need 3. So why has it got it ticked? Hey, that can't be right, can it? I've got 4 gigabytes, and I've upgraded the RAM to 4. Oh, it wants an Intel. To play this game, but I've put in a Ryzen quad-core 3. So I have this. I need an Intel i3. Okay. And how much was his job for? This is the problem. I have I should have to write all this down really, because alright, you give me a loan, okay. He doesn't tell you here what he wants it upgrading to, but he's paying you 220. Let me go to the shop. Oh, let me also. No, I don't need that. Processors, we want i3. Did he say 6.4? It's 6320. i3 6320. Right, now then, that is 170. Okay. If I get next day delivery, it's going to be costing me extra pennies. Let's look in the cart. $30 extra. So it's already eaten into this profit. So if I go down to the $10, that's giving me about $40 profit. But we haven't finished, because oh, we have finished, because it wanted the upgrade this, and I'm sure I've already upgraded the graphics card. You have the MSI GeForce GTX 980 gaming. So I can't understand what the problem is. You see, I'm assuming that it's ticked and it's green, so that means that the AMD Ryzen 3 quad-core 1300 can replace this thing, this beast. So if I just go and have a look on that other piece of software I've just installed on my other PC, Intel iCore 3 6320, in respect to the Ryzen 3 quad-core 1300, if I can remember all that without writing it down. Part ranking, the 980 oh, CPU, sorry, we were talking about CPUs. No, we're not talking about CPUs, are we? Yes, we are. See, the i6320, where does it sit in line with the 3? Sorry. iCore 3. And where does it fit in line with the... There's the i3 6320. And then where does it sit with the Ryzen 3? It's not the Ryzen 3 quad core. It's there, 1300. The Intel 6320. So we actually need the Intel i3 620. This isn't the one that he had in. That's one I already upgraded once, and I got it to, you know, it was the best one that I could see for the price, to see if it would do that. So obviously I haven't wasted money because I can put it into another PC. But there's the G45s. No, that's not the right way, is it? We're going up. That's higher. That's a better card than that. That's a better card than that. This, yeah, I remember now. This was my problem, and I never had this information to hand as well when I made the decision before, because I looked it up in the speed of the core, the hertz and whatever it is, the stats of the Intel Core i3-6320 is 848. I can't remember the number, but I know that it was less than the Ryzen 3 quad-core 1300. Then we've got the Intel Core i3-6320 is what it needs, but I've got an AMD Ryzen 3 quad-core 1300X. 1300X, that's the one I've got. So it's a better one than the one that's in it. Anyway, it doesn't matter now because I've put that one on order. Go to that PC, and it probably means me having to take all this out and put it back in again. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to run that 3D Max, see what happens, and I'm going to reassemble the case. Oh no, damn it, I hate this when it does this. Right, we're coming up to 16 minutes. What I'll do is I will now have to put this all back together again. Cables. Get the PC fired up. Install the parts, the case, just to make sure that the airflow is correct in the machine before you run any of these stress tests, or even when it's just starting up. It's good, it'll still do it. The problem with it is that if you haven't got the right airflow, then you know it won't run. So on order, we've got this card. Graphics wise, that's still running. We'll leave that to run and see what happens. Before I put the order in, and it won't come till the next 3 to 5 working days, I want to make sure that I get my value out of my postage. Spoiler alert, if you want to know, when you're at the shop, if you order multiple parts, so I know I've only got the top one in there, but let me just say I want to get some power supplies, and I do that and that and that. Right, so now go and view the cart. The delivery charge is still only $10. It's not $10 for each one. So I can get all of that stuff for $10, but it'll take 3 to 5 working days. Or I could get all that stuff for $30, or I could get it all delivered today, So, but I don't want that, and I don't want that. And just a tip there for you. So now that's running. Okay, and this was my problem, was will it run as you've seen Sailaway, and according to this I'm sure it will. It says minimum specs that, and that is a better CPU. The graphics card I'm running is right. So let's go and check out the graphics cards. AMD Radeon R9 280 3G is needed. Okay, and I want to see where my GTX 980 stands in relation to this one. Is it higher than that or lower than that? I think it's higher. So AMD Radeon R9. AMD we're looking for Radeon R9 number 18. Is that the one? That's the first. I'm looking at run R9. Just keep going backwards and forwards. R9 283G. R9. Oh, I hate this one. Why did you do that? You should stay where I put it. Number 18, did I say it was? R9 280. No, that's 280. R9 283G there. It's number 12. Okay. Number 12. And the card that I've got in it is a GeForce GTX 980 Gaming 4G LE. So number 12 and my 980 Gaming 4G LE is up there. So it's a better card. This is the GTX 980 Gaming 4G LE. Okay. So I've actually put a much better card in than the one he needs. Oh, it says NVIDIA GeForce GTX 980. Okay. So, well, have I made any mistakes here? Shout at the screen if I have. I'm just going to put that in the i3-6320. That's what I've ordered it for. NVIDIA GeForce GTX 980. That's what he's got. And that one says MSI GeForce GTX 980 4G LE. Well, 980 4G LE, and there's the 980 Gamer. This is the one I've got. It's the second best card in this whole game. So why won't he accept that? And I'm footing the price because he's only paying me 90. That's the thing. It's only paying me 90 for it. All right, I'm getting the money back for the card that he had in it, but it's not as much. I worked out that I was losing about $300. But you know, what can I say? NVIDIA GeForce GTX 980, because it's not upgrade CPU, upgrade 8 gig, upgrade to 8 gigs. Right. I think I have some memory. I think I'm at the stage where his computer came back. Let's if I remember right, that's where the memory slot was. There's no memory in the one underneath. Let's install, because I could have put him another 4GB strip in. Supreme value. $2133. Okay. Let's put him that back where it was. Let's open that one. Can we open that one? And that one. That one. Open. Open. And this is the one. This is the new one I had. Okay. Fire it up. upgrade, so we need to upgrade the CPU. I just thought I would put that program on there anyway. So I can reference it without going backwards and forwards between the PCs, you see. So it wants this, the i3, put them down there. Look at this list. It won't go any higher than that. That's not fair. So CPU and NVIDIA GeForce. So if he wants me to upgrade from the i3, which I said was number 12, is it? No, it's not that one. i3 6320. i3 6320, and I did upgrade it. I went from the i3 620 up to the AMD Ryzen 3 quad core 1300X, which is there at number 8. There's his at number 11. So by what length do they want me to upgrade it to? He hasn't said in the email. I need to upgrade my PC. My PC still needs an upgrade. I'd like 8 GB of RAM. Can you run 3D Mark to check it doesn't overheat? That's not the one, that's the one. Rich. I think I'm messing everything up here. This is Nicholas Sykes. Newt Sykes. Nicholas Sykes. Upgrade my CD. My CPU. 8 GB of RAM. Upgrade the CPU. I don't know why I'm doing simulator. Anyway. Right, it's a good job I hadn't ordered it then. But I might need it on for the other guy's computer anyway. So that's not what we're talking about. He's got an Amazon, it's an AMD, sorry, Ryzen 3. AMD Ryzen 3. Video's getting on too long now anyway. I'm just going to cut it there and I'll come back to this. I think I've made lots of mistakes in this video anyway, so catch you in the next video.